Tonight, we share JP's Akashic reading. And similar to Liz, he felt it was okay to share given the details in the reading. Although we haven't had a focused conversation on what an Akashic reading entails, the most we can do is to talk to people who have had theirs and are willing to share their thoughts. Enjoy. Okay, before we begin, alam ko naman maraming listeners na hindi nakikinig sequentially. So for the benefit of the people who are listening to this as their first episode, let me give you a brief background on what you will hear in this episode. Pag-uusapan natin yung concept ng Akashic Records. I believe na-mention ito ni Miss May sa episode 52. Ngayon, according sa mga definition nito online, ang Akashic Record ang nasasabing Book of Life or God's Book of Remembrance. Kung ma-imagine nyo, ito yung parang supercomputer system ng universe kung saan nakatago yung buong database ng bawat nilalang, bawat soul you could say, kung saan nakarecord lahat ng isip, salita, gawa, feelings at iba pa nung spirit na yun or nung tao na yun. Kinukuha ko lang itong information na to sa website ni Edgar Cayce, isang American psychic at faith healer na namatay noong 1945. Pero may malaking contribution sa mundo ng psychism and spirituality at sa pagkaalam natin ngayon yung mga nagawa ni Edgar Cayce. Anyway, according kay Cayce, babasahin ko yung English definition niya.
Upon time and space is written the thoughts, the deeds, the activities of an entity, as in relationship to its environs, its hereditary influence as directed, or judgment drawn by or according to what the entity's ideal is. Hence, as often been called, the record is God's book of remembrance, and each entity, each soul, as the activities of a single day of an entity in the material world, either makes same good or bad or indifferent, depending upon the entity's application of self.
So, again, explain ko lang sa pagkaintindi ko. Yun nga, according kay Cayce, lahat tayo, nagsusulat tayo ng storya ng ating buhay sa ating mga iniisip, sa ating mga ginagawa, at pakikipag-ugnayan sa lahat ng gawa ng source. So, kung baga, bad analogy to, pero kung baga, meron kang automatic blog na ina-upload sa bawat araw ng buhay mo. Naka-record, naka-save yung blog mo. Ngayon ko, natatawa akong isipin, pero kung baga ito yung diary na pwede mong balik-balikan. Ano mga ginawa ko dati? Ano ba yung mga experience ko? So, sorry, bad analogy, pero yun. So yun na nga, kung first time mo makinig sa podcast at ito yung unang mapapakinggan mo, I'm sure tinatanong mo sa sarili mo, sino ba si JP? Kung itatanong natin si JJ, isa pang past guest, sigurado ang sasabihin niya, si JP ang prinsipe ng kadiliman. Pero para sa inyong first time listeners, si JP ay isang past guest na marami experiences na kababalaghan dito sa Pilipinas at sa ibang parte ng mundo. Just in case gusto nyo munang marinig ang mga kwento niya bago nyo simulan itong episode na ito, baka gusto nyo pakinggan ng Southeast Asian Folklore, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Episodes 76, 77, and 87 respectively. Kung mapapakinggan nyo yan, magkaka-context rin kayo kung bakit ganito ang reaction ni JP sa nakuha niyang Akashic reading. Naunang pinamagat ang The Vatican Will Fall, pero pagtagal na isip naming hindi bagay yung title. So simulan na natin sa part na kinukwento ni JP. Bakit niya naisipan na finally magpa-Akashic kay Miss May? So tonight, ang ating return guest, yung ating suki, nagpa-Akashic. So may kwento siya. So November 5, nagkaroon ng paraffle si Paranormal Podcast. And yun nga, nanalo si JP. Actually, days before, sabi ni JP, parang kung manalo kaya ako dyan, tutuloy ko kaya. Parang ganun yung sabi niya. Pero yun. So JP, tuloy mo na yung kwento. Basta nagpa-akashi ka kay Miss May.
Yeah.
Kasi nanalo ka nga nung sa raffle.
Okay, so before yung Akashic, November 27.
Day before. Tama ba?
The night before.
Night before.
Naginip lang ako na parang usually hindi ako nagkaka-lucid dreaming, hindi ako ano yung term ni Batara?
Malayang
panaginip.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I don't. So parang nagising lang ako sa may pampang ng ilog in a forest na hindi ako familiar with, na may buwan, na full moon sa taas. And it was very unusual because parang pagkagising ko, may tumatawag sa akin galing gubat. Pero next thing I know, 5 o'clock na, kailangan ko magising. So it's 5 a.m. November 28.
Mm-hmm.
So parang, okay, I go about my business, blah, blah, blah. Nagme-message na ako kay Direk na parang, Direk, parang ayoko nang ituloy. Takot na ako.
Pero days before, parang nag-stress ka na rin na parang, tutuloy ko pa ba?
Yun nga eh. Parang,
diba? May apprehension kayo.
And then,
pero wait, sorry. Sorry, interrupt ako. Para lang mag-gets rin nila, si Miss May, matagal mo na kilala. Tama ba?
Yeah. So, me and Miss May go way, way back. We've known each other since 2008.
Okay.
Parang part kami ng a group that will remain anonymous. Yung parang naging close kami, but because of a falling out, nagkawatak-watak, I lost touch with her. Last conversation namin was in 2010, and the conversation was about Akashic reading.
Okay.
So that was the last conversation I had with her, and years later, parang na-interview mo na ako and sinabi mo sa akin may na-interview kang babae na ganito. Then, di ba, na-guess ko lang out loud na...
Yes,
And then yun, parang I reconnected with her, and then, yun nga, fast forward, nagka-raffle, nag-joke lang ako na pag nanalo ako ng Akashic, tutuloy ko na ba? And sure enough, hindi rigged
hindi rigged.
Ang raffle na yan. Kahit ako, nagulat ako. Nanalo ako. So anyway, going back, yesterday, November 28, around 8:15, nag-message na sa akin si Miss May na she'll be late, and I told her I'll be late also because I have a short meeting prior to our appointment at 9. And then at 8:45, nag-message siya ulit na can we push it back to 9:15 because yung parang hindi pa tapos yung meeting niya. Nag-message ako direct na parang pag na-cancel pa to, hindi ko na alam kung ano mangyayari sa akin.
Oo.
And then, nag-message na lang si May ulit ng 9 o'clock na let's start at 9:30. So parang okay, 9:30 was set. 9:30, we sit down, we do her ritual before opening of the Akashic, and then magtatanong siya kung can I open your Akashic records, and you say yes. And then, when the Akashic records are open, you're allowed to ask certain questions. And of course, the first question, bigay sa akin ni Direk.
Wait. So, meron kang pin-repair na questions. Tama, di ba?
Oo. Yung dalawa lang. And then
dalawa lang? Okay.
Yung dalawa, pinakita ko sa'yo.
Yes.
Oo. And then, nagpadagdag na lang ako na parang, okay, yan. So, first question is, nakuha ko sa'yo dahil, yun nga, curious tayo. Curious tayo.
So, what is the first question? Tell us.
What is the origin of my soul?
Okay.
And just a disclaimer for all the Catholics out there, it's not meant to hurt you or hurt your imagery of certain beings. But the answer that was given to me by the records, the origin of my soul is an angel.
Okay.
But there was a biglang pasingit. So it was angel and then elemental, and then yung next na sinabi ni May sa akin was, I have come through many different lifetimes on Earth, but originally, I come from that line. The line between angel and elemental. Please remember this. Angel and elemental. So, okay, move on kami sa next question.
So parang fallen angel ka ganun.
Wait lang.
Joke lang.
Not
Okay,
go that
sige.
far.
Okay, sige. Sorry. Tatahimik na ako. Promise. Mute na ako.
Okay, and then next question. Yung, what is the purpose of this lifetime for me? Of course, magulo ako mag-iisip. So, yan na lang naisip ko. And then, nagsagot siya na in the past, I've done so many things both in the esoteric and the mundane. And then, next answer was, this lifetime is to find who I am and my identity. Stress on the identity. And then, mastery of self. And then, for the mastery of the self. So, parang paulit-ulit yung mastery and self lagi sa mga sagot niya sa akin. And then, this lifetime is to bring balance to everything. This lifetime, I can choose my moves, but I also have to follow the steps of the previous lifetimes to understand what moves to make. So again, just remember that part. Move on tayo sa third question. What do I need to know at this moment? So okay, sumagot siya. I came to know who I am to be able to help people through my experiences. I need to realize there is something more to be done and I need to push the limits. And I know what it is. Ginagawa ko na pala, pero of course, kailangan ko ng konti push up podcast na to and ginagawa ko na. And then, do not be stuck. Never be stuck. Always push and keep moving forward. Do what it is I need to do. When I am stuck, I need to see things from a different perspective to master the different perspective. To be able to go out of the loop. And then gather from different perspectives and then master them. And then, parang it came to a point na napipiece together na yung messages because I guess, I don't know how Akashic reading goes, pero I guess magulo. So, this is her answer. I see more than others and understand more than others because I can experience all aspects of it. My power is in the seeing and knowing. I was able to master and vibrate my higher 3 chakras. So parang throat, third eye, and crown. And basically in some past lives, I was too detached. Parang hindi ako dito sa earthly aspects of the world. So yun yung times na I was either a monk, a witch, or ano yung sinabit niyang isa, parang Celtic whatever. I forgot the term. Pero there were also lifetimes na I was able to master the lower 3 chakras, so root, sacral, and solar plexus. So okay, ito na. So this lifetime, I need to bring it to the center.
Okay.
To the heart.
Pagkatapos sabihin sa ibang tao, anyway.
Diba? Nasabi ko na yan kay Doc. Nasabi ko yan kay Wes.
Kay Sam. Nasabi mo ang dami mo na sinabihan yan.
So, okay. This lifetime, I need to bring it to the heart, to the center. I need to connect the 3 higher to the 3 lower and to strive for harmony, union, and balance. Because this is my lifetime. This is, as in, pag sinabi niya yung my lifetime talagang, so this is my moment na.
Oo. Time to shine.
Oo. So, okay. Next question kami. Of course, tinanong ko na din because lagi mo akong inaasar na parang alien ka kasi ang dami mong picture ng moon, ang dami mong picture ng stars. So, tinanong ko na, why is the moon important for me? The moon has always been important even in the past. It has always played a central role in the past. The moon has and will always be there And then may nakita siyang colors na silver and blue. And my necklace, the moon, which meron ako, sinusuot every single day. And then I receive messages from the moon, insights, revelations, awakenings. And the moon has helped me understand the different stories, the different perspectives of the aspects I need to understand. The moon helps me see things that are secret and hidden, clearly, direct. Remember this part. Dahil,
Yes.
and then the moon is my key to see the unknown and the unseen. And then may nakita siyang tao na nakamask, na nakakloak on the moon. Again, just remember yung nakita niyang image ngayon. Then, okay. Punta na tayo sa last question ko and yung medyo superficial na parang akala ko parang, hindi siya magiging philosophical or hindi siya magiging connected sa other questions. What do I need to know about my love life at this moment?
Huwag ka na mag-guilty. Marami naman nagtanong siguro niyan.
Hindi, pero like, wala na ako kasi maisip na parang, yung naghahanap siya ng tanong, so parang okay, naisip ko lang out of the blue. And then okay. So hindi niya sinagot agad-agad. Medyo paligoy-ligoy ulit na parang, my nature seeks harmony, peace, and balance. The person who I will meet has qualities that will complement what I seek. This person will remind me about my higher purpose and inspire me. This person is not yet there. And then, nagkagulo yung interpretation kasi parang may sinabi siya na he is coming or he is on his way or he is getting there. So parang hindi clear kung wala pa ba siya or nandyan na siya pero magulo pa yung buhay niya. So parang kailangan niya mag-catch up or something. Ganon. So parang yun yung magulong part. And then I need to get out of the stuck feeling because there are things that are potentially good that I do not take or I ignore. I do not, okay, ito pa yung other aspects of my nature daw na I do not long or yearn. I just want peace and serenity, which is medyo totoo.
Okay.
Hindi ako naglilinger. And then, ito yung sagot na nagulat ako. Because of my energy, the people who I attract also want what I want. But they are not at the same level as I am. These people seek peace. They seek peace from me, so I give them peace, but what I get is the opposite. So nako-connect mo na. Medyo nako-connect mo na. Yan. So parang I give people a sense of serenity and peace daw, but what they give me in return is
stress.
And alam ko tumatawa na si EJ somewhere here. So okay, I need to basically elevate myself and then realize na, not everybody who comes to me, I need to help. Which again, parang familiar. Nasabi ko yan sa isang tao dito. Yung parang basically wag mong akuin lahat. And not everybody can be helped, but you can help in quality, not in quantity. Parang ganon. And then, so bumalik na naman sa guy kasi parang may nakita siyang image na I will know he is the one when he is ready because he will mirror the same peace and serenity that I want. And that is what he wants as well. So I need to aspire more for him to aspire more. So parang salamin talaga kung
salamin.
Okay. And then I need to let go in order to get something and go up. So I guess yung go up ni May is evolve or transcend or whatever. So parang nakikita nyo na medyo connected yung number 1 to number 5,
yes,
number 4 to number 2, number 3 to everything. Parang, okay. So, at this point, parang sinabi ko na kay May na, May, I don't have any other questions kasi I think everything answers each other in a certain way. So, parang nag-review kami because may time pa
talaga?
ako.
Okay.
Oo, na parang sinabi ko kay May na parang, May, kasi if you look at all the answers, parang yung sagot mo sa number 5, yung tanong ko sa number 5 and yung sagot niya is also connected to number 1 and 2. Na parang, what are angels? They are beings of peace and harmony. They bring shit talaga. They bring peace and harmony to people. And then, what is an elemental but a creature of the earth na parang gusto niya nakakaintindi siya ng lupa, but as well parang yung higher chakra. And then I don't know if naalala mo to direct, pero yung lagi kong sinasabi, yung favorite kong aswang na manananggal. Kasi at least naiiwan yung lower half niya sa ground na parang yung dalawang paa niya rooted on the ground, pero at the same time nakakalipad siya ng kung saan-saan.
Yes. So.
Apparently, I guess lahat ng past life ko in a way manananggal ako. Kasi parang na-vibrate ko yung lower chakra.
Oo nga pala. So, may part lower lang, may part higher lang. Oo.
Diba? And then
symbolically. Hindi natin alam kung totoo ka naging aswang. Oo.
And then, okay, closing na, and then tinanong lang ni May na parang, do you want to know who your reader and master was? Na parang,
ano yung reader and master?
Yung nagbabasa ng records.
Talaga? Hindi ko natanong yun, pero sige.
Kasi parang, tinanong lang niya ako na parang, do you want to know who it is? Na parang, sige, go, because I'm really curious na kung sino nagsabi sa akin na I'm an angel. Direk. Angel din.
Talaga?
Angel or an angelic light being. Yung sinabi ni May, as in, specific siya. Angel or angelic light being. Na parang, nasa na yung demonyo ko? Pero where is my demon?
Baka kaya ganyan ka kaya ganyan ka maka-deflect na demonyo. Kasi, ayun nga. You're from the opposite spectrum. Pero ang galing Alam mo, every time iinisin kita na alien ka, Naku, pag malaman,
wala.
Sinasabi mo palagi sasabihin mo sa akin, sigurado ko hindi. Ganun lang, sasabihin mo na sa akin, sigurado ko hindi. And yun nga, sigurado ka, yun na nga, nagkatama ka. Hindi nga.
But anyway, okay, so, yun lang, konting usap-usap, catch up, and then goodbye na kami ni May. So, okay, natapos kami mga 11.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, matutulog na ako because kailangan ko magising maaga. Pagtulog nito, another malayang panaginip.
Mm-hmm.
Same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Nandun ako sa pampang ng ilog and then nandun sa gubat. Pero bigla na lang, nakapasok ko ng gubat. Pagpasok ko doon, okay, so nakita ko na yung punong diwata namin sa family, which basically, diwata siya ng buwan, which I think yun yung nakita ni May sa yung naka-cloak and mask. And then may nakita din akong lady-like pusa na direct na send ko sa'yo kanina.
Yes, oo.
And if you read the description, parang what does it say?
Wait, sige. Tatry ko i-share yun para...
So parang basically, yung pangalan niya is Pilipit. It's a mysterious cat goddess from the Tagalog folklore. Not much is known about her because she is lost. She is an enigmatic deity, but is said to be worshipped through statues in the form of a cat. Ayun, prayers and solemn oaths were made in her presence before the arrival of the colonizers. So parang, okay. Doon ka na na-connect direct. Because remember yung sinabi sa akin ni May na ang power ko daw is in the seeing and knowing, and because I can see more than what other people can see. direct, alam mo yung interview about time elementals and whatever.
Mm-mm.
Yung dalawang yan, I never realized it before. But di ba sinasabi ko sa'yo na because sa lahi namin na katulunan ako,
Mm-mm.
we don't really see it in dimensions na parang third, fourth, whatever, fifth, and sixth. Na pare-parehas lang, and the best way to describe it, parang magkakatabi lang.
Yes.
Direct yung nakikita ko palang visions or whatever you want to call it. Yung pala yung pag-peak ko sa time stream.
Okay.
So I can sort of see the many possibilities of a scenario.
Mm-mm.
And then that's why alam ko, like yung sinabi sa Akashic, alam ko yung best perspective na kunin, and yung kung paano i-attack yung situation.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
In a way. So parang everything was connected to yung sinabi ni May, and if you go back nung sinabi niya yung the origin of my soul.
Mm-mm. Yes.
Na
Na hindi mo matanggap, pero sige lang.
Hindi, pero here's the thing. Like what you keep saying sa podcast, na we see it through different lenses.
Yes. Yes. Tama ka dyan.
Direct, ano ang Diwata? It's a angel and a elemental that you put in one. And then God is Bathala. And then He creates the Diwata as messengers, as His angels.
So to give clarity lang doon sa sinabi natin na yun. Kasi baka iba hindi makasunod doon sa sinabi natin. Kasi baka minsan yung ibang usapan natin, siyempre sa group chat or sa chat natin. So, nung sinasabi ni JP na iba-ibang lenses ang tao. So, kung papansinin nyo, kagaya nun, understandably kay Miss May, yung kung makita niya yung being na yun or soul origin na yun, perspective niya doon is angel. Kasi baka sa belief system niya. Pero kung napansin nyo kasi si JP, yung lens niya is pre-colonial Philippines. I mean, syempre way before that pa yun. Di ba? Correct mo lang ako, JP. Pero mas ganun yung pagkatingin na JP sa entities na nakikita niya, na naka-interact niya. Similar dun sa nung na-meet niya si Ellie. Yung nakita niyang sa mata ni Ellie. Kung ano man yung nakita mong time na yun. So sa lens ni JP is ano yun? Ano yung JP yung pre-colonial?
Refresh me kasi nagugulat pa rin ako sa mga revelation at hindi pa ako tapos sa revelation because ang dami ko pa sabihin sa
Okay, sorry. Pero so yung point lang is
sorry.
Si JP, may certain lens siyang nakikita yung entities. So, nakaklasify niya yung entities through that lens. So, same with Miss May and sa ibang tao na nakakakita at nakaka-communicate with other entities, may certain lenses sila. So, the way they describe kung ano yung nakita nila is based on their personal perspective and lens. Pero context, ayun, thank you, Popsy Bear. Sabi ni Popsy Bear, context and belief system. Ayun, sige, JP, go lang. Tuloy mo lang.
Yun, so anyway, so basically sa dream, I kinda remembered a certain story na sinabi sa akin ng lolo ko nung bata pa ako na ang punang Diwata daw namin, doon galing ang lineage namin. And direct, from yung sinabi ni May na soul origin ko, kung angel and elemental, and it's in the same line. And then yung may kwento kami sa family na parang, yun nga, doon kami galing.
Mm-mm.
Parang, what is the coincidence? Two people who never met because namatay si Lolo nung 6 years old ako, and hindi possible na nag-meet sila ni May.
Mm-mm.
Hindi possible.
Mm-mm.
Na parang, how could they have the same story of yung origin ko?
Oo. And never mo nakwento yun?
Nakwento ko sa inyo, di ba? With Batara?
With Batara. Pero hindi pa lumalabas yun, di ba?
Ay, sorry. So anyway, just to give a background, guys, so my lolo is from Bulacan, and apparently we come from a line of Catalonans, which is yung Tagalog Babaylands. So, nakuha ko yung what I can do from lolo, and yung lola ko naman, which I'm sure narinig nyo sa episode ko, I got something from her also, which spirit medium naman siya from China. So, lucky na naman ako sa lottery na sa family na yung genetics namin pumunta sa akin lahat as usual. Kasi tinanggi ng mom ko, tinanggi din ng ate ko because they had the same possibility na magkaroon. And then, yun nga, so pumunta sa akin yung pwede gawin ni Lola and then yung pwede gawin ni Lolo. And then when it came to a time na I had to choose which one to follow, sinabi ko na lang yung kay Lolo because even though I am from a different heritage, parang dito ako lumaki. Dito ako pinanganak sa Pilipinas and Tagalog yung salita ko with konting English, of course, na parang yun na lang pipiliin ko, yung pagkakatolonan. And sure enough, ever since, parang yung punong dewata namin was always with me. Na parang ako yung, since tinanggihan siya ni mom and tinanggihan siya ni ate, parang nag-aantay lang pala siya sa pamilya namin na, another one. Parang, ako yun. So, okay. Going back to the Akashic reading, sinabi ni Mimi na I could vibrate my first 3 chakras and my higher chakras. So, parang lower and higher na vibrate ko. Naintindihan ko sila. Medyo may basis on my reality because for those who already don't know and who haven't listened to one of the latest episodes, I was diagnosed with bipolar 2 disorder recently. So basically, there are times na I do experience in these moments of unreality na parang I don't know how to describe it, but yung parang you're viewing your life through another person. So parang like right now, I'm sitting down in front of my laptop talking to you guys, pero there is an aspect of me na nasa labas ako ng katawan ko na I can see myself and what I'm doing. So parang isipin nyo na lang, part of me is in an aquarium and then part of me is outside the aquarium looking into the aquarium. I mean, that's the best explanation. And then going back to pre-colonial context, may ganyan din sa pagiging Catalonan. So there is, dalawa lang yung important, I guess you can call it chakras, yung liver and yung head. So yung sa liver, doon nakatira yung ginhawa, which is the part of your soul that stays in your body. So ito yung, kung na-damage yung ginhawa mo, ito yung mga physical diseases like colds, fever, rashes, all the way up to cancer. And then the other part, yung sa ulo, doon nakatira si diwa or si kaluluwa. Pero yung sa tradition namin, tawag namin diwa. So ito yung part ng soul mo that is able to travel and able to basically parang yung when you're dreaming, it goes into the astral world and nakaka-travel siya. So basically, parang yung ginagawa ko nga, na napavibrate ko yung lower chakras ko na yung sa liver and then yung sa ulo, which is nakakapaligoy-ligoy ako. And yung diwa naman or yung kaluluwa, if this is damaged, ito yung cases na nawawala sa sarili. Ito yung mga cases na hindi na kaya ng doktor. Dito na tinatawag yung albularyo, yung faith healer, or in my case, kami, yung mga Catalonan, to retrieve the diwa na parang, balik ka sa katawan mo, hindi ka pwedeng kung saan-saan pumunta. Yung parang ganon. So, I guess, yung nangyari sa akin because I won the jackpot ng lottery ng pamilya ko. na sa akin pumunta lahat na parang I won't say damage because I mean, parang na-accept ko na there is part of me that stays within my body and then another part of me na nasa labas. Kasi nga, parang to put it in that medical perspective, it is my unreality, which is, I guess, normal for me because na-experience ko siya every single day. But for people to experience it, they have to go through like a shamanic journey para maintindihan na what it means to watch yourself but you're conscious but you're outside your body, yung ganon. It's really hard to explain. Parang I don't want any of you to have these moments of unreality pero ganon talaga. And accept ko na. And then, looking at the genetic lottery na naman, there is a condition na I forgot the letters. Doc Sunny and EJ, baka you can tell us what it is. Pero it's that part of your inner ear na super, super thin or may butas to the part of your brain that can interpret sound. So parang if it's super, super thin, yung membrane na yon, nakakarinig ka ng dalawang boses. So when you're talking, parang yung boses na normal, and then yung second voice mo is like what you hear in the answering machine na parang hindi ganyan yung boses ko, yung ganon. So parang dalawa yung naririnig mo in your mind. And sometimes then para kang nagiging sensitive to atmospheric pressure changes. Na nakakarinig ka ng bagyo or nakakaramdam ka na uulan or mainit the next day. Or sometimes, naririnig mo yung isip and mga bulong ng mga tao. Which direct, you know this about me. And hindi ko naman ginusto. But naririnig ko lahat ng chismis. And I think meron ako niyan because I found out recently may inner ear problem si mom and si ate.
Okay, so ang nire-refer ni JP dyan ay ang SCDS. Sabi ng Internet Science! Superior Canal Dehiscence Syndrome. It is caused by an abnormal opening between the uppermost semicircular canal in the upper part of the inner ear and brain. The condition causes problems with the hearing and balance. Additional info lang, it is caused by an abnormal thinness or incomplete closure of one of the bony canals in the inner ear. Sabi rin sa Internet Science, it can cause hearing loss, sound distortion, and balance problems triggered by loud noises or intracranial pressure caused by sneezing or coughing. Last na. Pero marami pa sa site, lilink ko sa show notes. Patients often hear internal sounds. Their voice, pulse, chewing, eyes moving, or their footsteps. Kaya nga sabi ko, minsan talaga hereditary rin ang sensitivities. So parang napag-usapan rin natin to na parang minsan iniisip natin yung attunement or yung sensitivity ng tao, genetics rin. Diba? Parang yan. Ang dapat pasahan, mama mo tsaka ate mo, tapos ikaw ang mas, Pero kasi, kumbaga kung namimili sa genetics, ito pwede to, ito pwede to, ito pwede to. Ayaw nung dalawa. Dun sa pwede. Diba?
Oo, sa akin na lang daw.
Oo, diba? So parang, yun yung pinag-usapan natin before, pero sige, go lang.
Yun nga, so parang it makes so much sense in a way na kung ano yung narinig ko sa Akashic reading kagabi and to what's going on in my life na parang not that I'm saying na I regret anything. Na parang natanggap ko na na ganito talaga. Na hindi ko naman never ko naman sinabi na parang sana tinanggap ni mami para mas konti na lang sa akin. But I grew up with it. I lived with it. Kung kagaya ng sinabi ko direct, parang kung mawala to or kung maybe kung hindi ako bipolar, mas mababaliw pa ako.
Pero kasi iniisip ko talaga, hindi kaya, yun yung sasabihin ko sa the other day, hindi kaya yung term na bipolar. I mean, ayokong
Yun nga eh,
i-disregard. Ayoko disregard ang psychological community.
Bakit sa whatever, if you're neurodivergent, mas susceptible ka sa pagiging psychic or sa giging messenger from the spirit world.
Kaya feeling ko nga, yung symptoms ng ibang, I guess, psychic or sensitive is naka-classify as bipolar, di ba? So, hindi ko alam. Ako,
it can't be schizo. I mean, for all we know, yung mga schizo na nasa mental hospital sa Mandaluyong, maybe half of them hindi naman mental disorder.
Diba? Yun nga eh.
Baka nakakarinig sila ng messages from the angels.
Kasi naalala ko wala dito sa yung ating sleeping friend. Pero naalala mo may sinensya sa atin. Kasi inaaral niya nga, clinical psych. May sinensya sa atin. Ito ang symptoms ng schizo bang sinabi niya? So, napasearch nga ako. Ano nga ba yung sinend sa akin na positive symptoms of schizophrenia? Mapupunta tayo sa link ng WebMD. Sabi dito, merong hallucinations. They might hear, see, smell, or feel things no one else does. Uy, sounds familiar, di ba? Merong ring auditory. The person hears voices in their head, might be angry or urgent and demand that they do things. Merong ring whisper, murmur. Sa visual naman, ito yung symptoms, pwede sila makakita ng mga ilaw, object, tao, or patterns. Kadalasan daw loved ones or friends na hindi buhay ang nakikita. Meron rin namang olfactory, gustatory, and tactile explanations. Meron pa yan. Pero pababayaan ko na kayo magbasa. Kasi magiging internet science episode to. Of course, hindi lang yan yung positive symptoms. Meron pa. May delusions na feeling mo kausap mo yung mga nasa TV. Bigla ko napaisip, pasok kaya dun if makita mo angel numbers all around you? Para hindi tayo biased, sasabihin ko rin yung iba pang symptoms, ha? Baka sabihin niyo puro yung mga obvious lang. So meron ring confused thoughts, disorganized speech, trouble concentrating, movement disorders, trouble with speech, flattening, withdrawal, hindi ko alam kung ano yung flattening, struggling with basics of daily life. So, yun nga, try nyo basahin. Ilalagay ko yung link nito sa show notes. Pero please consider that these are just my observations. I am in no position to diagnose people with schizophrenia. Ang pinopoint out ko lang is pagbasahin nyo yung hallucinations na portion na symptom ng mga may schizophrenia, sometimes it is similar to what is described by people with an active third eye. Doesn't have to be their sight. It can be their hearing, it can be their feeling, it can be their touch. Yun lang ang pinapoint out ko. Merong similarities sa mga kwento. Okay, balik tayo.
It's the inner voice na parang may boses ka pang isa naririnig. I mean, if I'm not on my meds, that's what I hear.
Diba? Yun nga diba? So parang, syempre ayaw mo i-disregard rin naman dahil science, diba? Alam mo naman mga scientist. Science yan eh. Pero, diba? So what if yung iba, hindi lang sila, I don't wanna use the term, pero hindi strong enough in terms of yung mental state nila, hindi nila kaya accept na may ganon. So mas technically nababaliw talaga sila.
Yun nga eh. So parang from my understanding ngayon, dahil sa Akashi ko kahapon, baka yun nga yun, na parang it's really genetics. It has to be. I mean, the fact na ang Lecheng Soul origin ko ay anghel. For parang sa lahat ng tao, but ako pa yung angel. Na parang, and then my story pa from the family na goes way, way back, na parang how can you come up with that storyline without having a basis of truth? And then all these genetic disorders na parang yung linya ko galing kay Lolo, we also have heart conditions. And possible na maybe may mental neurodivergence din sa family. And then apparently this inner ear problem, parang okay. So maybe if you look at it na in a non-metaphysical or spiritual aspect, there is scientific basis to say na may physical condition talaga to merit a psychic vision.
Yes. Yun ang magandang, syempre di gagawin ng medical community yan, pero yun ang magandang i-classify at aralin. Diba? Kung merong genetic similarities ang mga
Yun nga
merong psychic abilities. Diba?
Pero going back to the Akashic reading, direct kilala mo ako sa lahat ng tao. Ba't sa akin pumunta yung anghel?
Wow.
Pero I mean, baka yun nga, it's just a matter of lenses na parang anghel to you guys, to Catholics and to Christians and to Islam is an angel. It's a beautiful creation of God.
Pero
Messenger with wings. Pero sa amin,
angel/elemental eh. Biglang sumingit yung elemental eh.
Yun
So
nga
parang
eh.
biglang napaisip ako, so pasok
Diba?
siya dun sa narrative sa Christians ng elementals ay fallen angels. Baka kaya ganon.
Ouch ha. Ouch.
So,
Sorry.
so baka pampalubag loob sa'yo, baka fallen angel ka.
Hindi, direct pero yung nagbabasa,
Hindi, o nga eh. Yun nga.
being, angelic, light being. Parang, so maybe, maybe if we can find a way na to get the story straight, maybe at the end of it, parang lahat ng nakita ng tao, pare-parehas lang naman pala. I mean, God is Bathala, God is Vishnu, God is Jade Emperor, God is whatever comes before the Buddha. I'm so sorry. So maybe yun eh. Na parang what we interpret in the pre-colonial context is I don't know if I can say origin story of the Abrahamics na parang, because I mean, if you look at the pattern, kung ano yung kwento namin sa pre-colonial, it's almost the same as the Abrahamics na parang there is one God, He created the beings who help out with nature and who guide humans, which are the Diwata. And then after the world is born, because of the help of the Diwatas, He creates man from bamboo shoot. At least yun yung sa amin sa Tagalog. If you look at it in the Abrahamic sense, na God creates the world in 7 days, I don't know what day, pero nag-create siya ng angels. And then, 6th day, He creates man, and then 7th day, He rests. I mean, the parallels, parang,
Oo.
direct nagiging conspiracy theorist na
Oo
ako.
nga. Malalaman na naman natin yan. At the end of our lifetime at masasolve natin yan.
Magkakaroon ako ng conspiracy wall dahil dito, promise.
Oo. Unless makakausap nga tayo ng anghel. baka yun ang gawin mo, JP. Kasi technically naman, I mean, we've talked to people who communicate with angelic beings. Baka yun ang kailangan mong gawin.
Direct, alala mo yung sa sinabi ko sa Akashic reading ko na sabi yun, what do I need to know at this moment na parang I need to realize there is something more to be done and I need to push my limits and I know what it is. Direct.
Oo.
Ito yung libro.
Oo nga, alam ko. Nung sinabi mo nga.
Na kanina sa trabaho after ng morning shift ko na tapos ko na lahat ng duty ko from 9 to 6. Ginagawa ko na. And
tuloy mo na.
The chapter is
comparing
the sources of the stories. Parang I don't know, maybe in a very logical manner, maybe na-brainwash ako ng Akashic reading ko kanina. But, I mean, yung sinabi ko sa book, in the foreword, na basically this is just to dispel or to wash away the imagery of the other. So parang for basic understanding. And I did, yung ginawa ko na yun prior to the Akashic reading. Yung forward na gawa ko na yun prior to the Akashic reading. And lo and behold, ano yung sinasabi sa Akashic reading? I'm here for serenity and balance and to make sure na people feel it. Parang,
Naaliw rin ako sa balance dahil technically balanced ka eh. Di ba? I mean, yung nakahati ka talaga eh, di ba?
yun nga, I just have to bring it to the center. So I guess, dahil sa imbalance ko, naging balance in a way. Maybe?
Baka.
Na parang, hindi pa rin ako mag-get over na parang sa lahat ng pwedeng magbasa ng Akashic reading ko, angelic being pa.
At ako, sa akin hindi niya, I mean, hindi tinanong ni Miss May yun. Baka may reason kung bakit niya sinabi sa'yo kasi unusual siya or parang nagpakita sa kanya.
As in, sa Akashic mo, hindi niya tinanong kung gusto mo malaman kung sino nagbabasa. Kasi out of the blue lang na parang sinabi ko, Miss May, I don't have any other questions. I think we can close the Akashic reading and whatever. And then, yung alam mo, nagsara siya ng mata. Bigla na lang bukas ulit. Parang, do you want to know who's reading? Your master and your reader? Parang,
pero wait,
sure.
So dalawa pa? Iba pa yung master and reader?
Master and reader, parang siya yung, I don't know what anong meaning ng master. But yung, basta basically siya yung nagbabasa ng
siya yung nagbabasa ng
libro mo para mapasa niya kay Akashic reading or the one who is a conduit.
Parang may guide, o parang, I think, parang guide, hindi naman guide, pero parang may conduit para ma-access yung Akashic ko.
Pero apparently, yung master and yung reader is the same angelic being na nakita ni May. Na parang, doon talaga ako natulala na parang, sige, tanggap ko na parang angelic yung soul origin ko, but pati yung reader, pati yung master, parang,
Baka higher self mo.
Direct.
Nako, kailangan mo, JP, kailangan mo na mag-angel cards, mga ganyan. Yun ang forte mo na.
Can we change the topic?
Meron maganda bring up si EJ. EJ gusto may, hindi sa sa chat pero sa chat natin, EJ baka gusto mo, yung with regards to elementals.
How do you contextualize elementals? Is it limited to earthbound entity? Elementals can also be beings able to manipulate. Yeah. Pero EJ, if you listen to yung sinabi ni Batara, may concepts din kami ng we don't call them elementals kasi sa practice namin they're basically spirits. Dito sa North, we call it anito talaga, na parang may nakabound talaga to certain objects and bound to certain places na hanggang doon lang sila. So anything na rituals na deals with them, we have to go to their area. We have to literally go physically para ma-interact namin. But there are yung unbound naman na nakatira siya sa punong to, pero pwede siyang mag-travel all the way to, let's say, Mindanao or Visayas or US. Yun yung mas madali because parang we can stay in one place, I can stay in my room, and then tawagin ko lang siya and then papasok na lang siya sa katawan ko. I guess yun nga, parang maybe yung concept namin ng kasi yung concept namin ng spirits, what you would call elementals, they're human, they're like humans, but but they serve a different purpose. So kung if we go to the Abrahamics of it all, we are created with clay. They're created with fire or with air. So that's why hindi natin nakikita. And only at certain days of the year or certain coincidences or certain people can interact with them because mas attuned in a way. So yun yung explanation ko na parang to contextualize them na like what I always like to say, and it is in it is a line in the book and a line na natuto ko sa lolo ko na nature and man are siblings. They're magkapatid. Galing sa iisang nanay, pero yung tatay nila magkaiba. So parang you can look at it in a way na magkapatid, half brother, half sister, na sharing the same DNA but at the same time different as well. So parang may pagka-mirroring na parehas tayo pero magkaiba, but because magkaiba tayo, magkaparehas. Ganon.
Dahil sa sinabi mo, naisip ko lang, na-question mo sa akin, sabi mo sa akin, yung sa Akashic mo ba, specific? Kasi ito parang, pag inisip mo medyo symbolical yung mga sagot sa'yo, di ba?
Yun nga, broad strokes.
Diba? So, alam mo, on-brand siya sa'yo. On-brand siya sa'yo. Kasi ikaw mismo naman, pag may mga nagtatanong sa'yo, I mean, pati kami pa nagtatanong sa'yo, iba nagtatanong sa'yo, hindi diretso ang sagot mo eh.
Talaga?
Oo. May ano ka? May
matalinhagang ewan.
Matalinhaga yung pagka-explain mo. Symbolic in a way, di ba? So, for me, parang, medyo on-brand yung Akashic sa'yo kasi ganyan ka rin naman mag-explain minsan eh. Di ba? So, baka kaya yan yung pagka-bigay sa'yo nung information is because ganyan ka rin mag-isip. So,
parang I could interpret it and answer it even though hindi masyadong broad stroke.
Yes. Ako yun nung, ngayon ko, I mean, realization lang ngayon. Kasi, in a way, nag-thumbs up naman kanina si EJ. Ganyan, pag minsan ganyan ka mag-explain. Minsan ganyan ka rin mag-answer ng questions. Diba?
My God, kilala nyo na ako. Grabe, wala nang matatago.
Meron ba naman?
pero yun nga, direct na parang going back to the Akashic reading, as in, yung sinabi ni May na my power is in the seeing and knowing. Alam mo, I don't intentionally read people. Pero for some reason...
Without consent, nagbabasa ka. Ay, grabe. Joke lang.
Hindi, like, yung sinabi ko sa'yo na parang micro-movements.
Yes.
And yung facial expression, yung words na ginagamit sa chat, yung way of, yung tone, yung pitch and whatever. I mean, unintentionally nababasa ko yung tao and makes sense with yung nalaman ko sa Akashic na parang dahil alam ko yung different perspective, nagigets ko.
O baka may questions yung iba dyan?
Go.
Meron ba kayong gusto itanong kayo?
Please interrogate mo ako. Interrogate nyo ako.
Baka kasi bigla mo kami i-bless pag ano eh.
Hindi. Remember, the Vatican fell when leading an angel.
No offense sa jokes ko, pasensya na. Baka sa mga very religious dyan na nakikinig. Kasi hindi lang talaga on-brand yun kay JP. Yung kanyang soul origin.
Sa mga tao dito, if pakinggan nyo na yung first Latak listener episode ng podcast, ako yung nagsasabi na pag lumapit kayo sa akin and may problema, yung sagot ko sa inyo, demon. Ako yun. So, that's really off-brand yung
off-brand talaga.
Angel.
I mean, it kind of makes sense in a way. In a
way, yes. Mm-mm. Na parang I just have to reconcile everything na parang yung gusto ko maging aggressive and warlike, apparently hindi ko magagawa dahil all I want is peace and serenity.
Mm-mm. And it proves na hindi lahat ng anghel mabait, di ba?
Thank you. Thank you. I will take that.
Joke lang. Ang galing lang. Although, alam ko meron na rin naman I think may nag-reach out na rin sa akin before na sinabi nila na sa Akashic nila angelic origin, parang ganon. 1 or 2, merong ganon. Pero, yun nga, sa'yo, napaka-off-brand para yun ang mangyari. Diba?
Kasi promise yung gusto kong malaman. Is there anything other than what I understand na parang, alam mo, siningit ko lang talaga yung soul origin question na yan eh, kasi dahil sa'yo. Just to make you happy because binubuli mo lagi na EP ako.
Kaya nga, at least, di ba, alam mo na.
Nalaman na natin na hindi.
Hindi ka galactic brethren Ano ka
as
pala?
much as you wanted it to be, hindi talaga.
Ano ka?
Pero again,
Divine, ano ka pala?
Pero again, direct, yung pinag-uusapan natin lagi na what if a different lens again? What
Yes,
if
oo naman. Oo
everything
naman.
is the same?
Yun naman talaga.
Na yung sinasabi nating divine is actually extraterrestrial. Kasi technically, extraterrestrial sila eh.
Sa perspective naman.
So in a way, tama ka pa rin.
Yan ang hindi. Kasi I'm sure sa mga nakikinig, ilang beses ko na rin tinanong yan sa mga nakaka-experience with ETs and nakaka-experience ng angels. So parang tinatanong ko, so ang angels ba ET? So iba-ibang perspective. Maririnig nyo, may nagsabi oo, may nagsabi hindi. So iba-iba talaga. So yun lang naman talaga. Same concept na sinabi mo.
Okay, may question ako since may interview ka na about angels. Ano yung, what do they feel when they see it? Ano daw yung, is it like, hallelujah? And
naalala ko nagkwento nito yung Amerikano eh. Si Spirit Medium Daniel yata.
Okay.
Wala naman siya sinabing, hindi niya dinescribe kung ano yung feeling. Ang naririnig ko lang na nagde-describe ng feeling is yung mga psychic here sa Philippines na narinig ko sa ibang podcast. Na meron silang parang, dahil divine, parang, parang feeling mo maduluhod ka kasi divine creature or whatever. Yun yung naririnig ko sa ibang psychics dito. Personally, wala ako nakausap from here or Pinoy na dinescribe ko ano yung na-feel nila, nakakita silang. Baka kailangan mong pumunta sa Vatican, JP.
Ano, makikita ko
Tapos sasabihin mo, I am of angelic origin.
Baka to kuhanan ako ng dugo.
Oo nga eh. Sitago ka na sa katak sa ano nila, archives.
No. Or pwede, para at least, walang signal dun eh. Hindi ko mapipicture and send ko sa'yo.
Oo nga. So, very interesting. Very, I'm sure, in shock ka pa rin naman kasi technically kahapon lang yan, di ba?
It's settling down na. Now na nalabas ko na sa inyo na parang, yun nga, from looking at it in the Akashic sense, looking at it in the pre-colonial sense, looking at it in the explanation ng aking mga diwata gabi, and then looking at it in a medical point of view na parang everything connects. Na kahit sabihin mo magkakaibang explanation, magkakaibang point of view, connected pa rin eh. Because even if you look at the medical perspective, I mean, yung mga psychosis, there is some truth to it eh, na parang once you're in the psychosis, mas nagiging elevated yung senses mo. I mean, that's why people want to take hallucinogenics and yung mga plant, ano yun, because they want to experience what psychics experience. But yun nga, the psychic experience is also the psychosis experience in a way.
Meron niyang, katry ko i-link sa episode na to, pero may describe dun sa sa interview ni Graham Hancock sa Joe Rogan. Explaining nga yung show niya, Ancient Apocalypse. Parang sinasabi niya, merong study sa UK na dini-DMT nila yung mga pasyente. Controlled study siya.
Gusto mo ba? Meron pa ako dito.
Hindi. Wala akong interest makakita ng Pero sinasabi, dini-DMT nila. Tapos, kasi ang DMT daw, pa nag-take ka, hindi ko alam, ikaw kumakasasabi mo ganun. Parang 15 minutes lang yan eh. Parang ganun lang siya. Maiksi lang siya. So, ang ginagawa nila doon sa controlled study na yun is, nakadrip siya. Para yung effect mas mahaba.
Oo.
Tapos, ma-map nila or ang weird ma-map nila or malaman nila ano yung nakikita sa DMT world dimension. Kasi, di ba sinasabi, pag nag-DMT ka, may makikita kang.
Now that you bring it up, remember yung isa kong drawing na I told you this was a drawing way, way back before I was into the paranormal and whatever. And yung...
Si HM ba to?
Oo. Yung... Bawal ba talaga sabihin yung buong pangalan?
Hindi naman. Ayoko.
Okay. Back in 2006, I was building a portfolio for yung interview ko for fine arts because I wanted to get in sa UP. So, sketch lang ng sketch. Again, I do not recommend this for everybody because na-experience ko na siya. I took DMT when I was 17. And parang kakamatay lang ng family dog namin. And I mean, it was the dog that I grew up with. So parang, I was depressed. And so I took DMT and then I started sketching. And lo and behold, there was this tall guy in a trench coat with a hat. And parang sinundo yung soul ng dog namin. And so I sketched it. And, I didn't put any meaning to it. Parang I just shoved it into my portfolio and pinakita ko for fine arts. Fast forward to, anong month yun direct na sinend mo sa akin yung...
So, nagbabasa ako nung Norse Gods ni Neil Gaiman. And then may part doon, describe niya si Odin. Tapos parang sabi, sa ibang texts, parang nagpapakita si Odin, parang naka-long coat siya, tapos meron siyang hat. So sabi ko, sabi ko lang kay JP, JP, ano kaya kung si Hatman si Odin? Sabi ko.
Pwede kong share yung screen ko direct.
Ay, sige. Okay
makita lang nilang lahat. And, yeah. Very old sketch to, as in, it's ink. And, yan yung nakita ko. And nung sinabi ni Direk na naka-hat and long trench coat, parang, wait a minute. Naalala ko bigla yung sketch na to.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yun nga, sinasabi mo may daw lang crows or ravens.
Oo, may ravens, oo.
I don't, as in, I try, remember this, you remember this about me, I remember details. For some reason, I can't remember the detail, but ako nag-sketch ng ibon na nasa cage. I don't remember seeing ibon na nasa cage nung nakita pa siya. Pero meron sa sketch na yan. And I distinctly remember itim na ibon.
So medyo humaba ang usapan at nawala sa topic. Umabot kami sa ending at may shinare si EJ. Isa pang past guest. Ay hindi pa pala nag-guest to. Manhid kasi yan. Pero meron siyang insight and reaction niya sa Akashic ni JP.
In fairness, I'm sorry, Derek. When some people
go lang.
Their ability as psychic, it's just like what you are doing right now. Right? Diba? Huh? Yung mga ayaw i-aminin na they have the abilities, they keep on denying it, but it's there. So
pinapatamaan mo sarili mo?
O yan, interview na. Ito na.
Hindi ko na-gets. Pinapatamaan mo sarili mo. Pero sige, go lang.
In my perspective as a Catholic Church, no?
Yes.
Hindi naman. If you're going to look at it, everything, hindi siya ironic. Actually, it's poetic. It's beautiful. Kasi nga, whether we like it or not, if we are going back to the origin of everything, it's for salvation. It's for doing good. But JP, whether he acknowledges it or not, that his past, he is an angel, but he is still doing good to other people. So it falls down again to the same thing. The sole purpose is to help others. And he is, aminado naman siya, ginagawa niya. And many people can attest to that. So, congratulations, JP.
Thank you. Pero ito remember yung sa isang part ng Akashic ko, nasa ba yung PDF ko?
Yung energy?
Yan, because of the energy, because of my energy, I attract people who want it, but I don't get the same in return. Kaya mas nababaliw pa ako.
Baka yun ang binabalik namin sa'yo.
Hindi naman. Kaya itong circle na to, okay kayo?
Hindi mo lang alam. Hindi mo kilala si Jade.
I can feel direct. I can know and understand things that you cannot.
Okay. Sige na nga. Moving forward, parang perspective mo, I'm sure mag-change yung perspective mo in a way.
I will accept the things I cannot change.
Yes. So ayun, salamat sa sa pag-share ng iyong Akashic. I hope wag magbago ang trato sa iyo ng mga tao.
Kapag may updates ako, don't worry, you'll be the first one to know.
Thank you, JB. So, actually sa mga nakausap kong nagpa-Akashic reading or nagpa-past life reading, palaging pagkatapos ng bawat reading, ang kadalasang katanungan ay, ano na? Ano ba dapat ang impact nito sa buhay mo ngayon? Anong maitutulong nito sa kung paano ka sa buhay na to? Pero yun nga, may kanya-kanya tayong paraan ng pag-process kung paano yung gagamitin yung impormasyon o yung mga kwentong nakuha mo sa reading mo. Sabi nga ng iilan sa kanila, nakakausap ko recently, past is past. Ano man niyang nabasa at nakita sa'yo, tapos na. Gamitin mo na lang kung ano yung matututunan mo sa kwento na yun, sa reading na yun, sa buhay mo ngayon. Siyempre, salamat kay JP sa kanyang pag-share ng kanyang nakuhang Akashic reading. Nakakagulat? Oo. Pero pagkatapos ng lahat ng naririnig kong kwento, hindi na rin ako nagtataka sa mga out of this world na mga experience at kwento. Pag narinig mo rin kasi yung explanation ng ibang tao sa kanilang experiences, parang anything is possible. Thank you rin kay EJ sa kanyang insights sa ending, kahit manhid siya. Actually, if first time listener ka, hindi ito yung unang Akashic reading na lumabas sa podcast. Pwede mo pakinggan ng Akashic reading ni Liz sa episode 94. Maganda rin yun. Medyo may pagka-opposite sila nung reading kay JP. Kasi very personal at minsan very sensitive yung mga lumalabas sa Akashic reading. So, I guess marami naman talagang hindi na na-share yung Akashic reading nila. Pero just in case gusto nyo ma-share kung ano yung kwento nyo sa podcast, pwede naman natin piliin lang yung interesting portions. Pwede nyo email yan sa paranormalsph@gmail.com. At paulit-ulit kong sinasabi kung ito ang unang episode na napakinggan mo, ano ba si JP at ano yung mga Akashic Records. Merong earlier episodes si JP na nakwento, so lahat yan ilalagay ko sa show notes para marinig nyo kung gusto nyo. Kung gusto mo naman yung mga kwentuhang ganito tungkol sa mga kababalaghan at kakaibang mga bagay, baka gusto mo mag-subscribe sa podcast, pwede sa Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or TikToks. Meron yung episode every Tuesday, 7 p.m. sa Spotify, at Thursdays, 1:37 p.m. sa YouTube. Andito na naman tayo panandalian sa comment section ng episode. Ngayong episode, babasahin natin ang mga comments sa episode 141, UK Spirits. Ang tinanong ko, may experience ka rin ba sa ibang bansa? Sabi ni Alex, wala po, but ever since I'm young, I'm quite interested listening, reading, and watching about paranormal, mysteries, and beyond. Thanks for listening, Alex. Hopefully, you get to hear the other episodes, and I'm sure all of those things you're interested in will be touched on. I'm not sure what episode you came in on, pero meron yan sa past episodes. And future episodes, of course. Si Kares naman, sabi niya, wala, pero I wanna say na ngayon ko lang nalaman na may mga ganyang tao na nakaka-experience ng beyond sa mumu at engkanto. Very interesting. Galing. Hi Kares, oo, di lang talaga mumu at engkanto ang maririnig mo sa mga kwento. May mga ilan na di ko na ma-define kung ano sila. So yung pag-process na lang kung ano yung mga entity ang kailangan ko isipin. Si Ferdinand naman, sabi, sobrang solid ng reading ni Miss Prey. Tsaka amazing yung experiences niya. Lalo kay HM na nakita ko na rin nung high school. Uy, Ferdinand, baka gusto mo kwento yung HM experience mo. Alam mo naman gusto natin try connect yung mga experiences ng mga tao kung meron man. Kung narinig mo sa episode na ito, nakwento ulit si HM. Parang experience naman ni JP. So baka in the future, baka gumawa tayo ng parang HM-centric episode ulit. para alamin ko ano ba talaga si Kuya. Kuya, ano ba talaga? Si Reyna naman sabi niya, yung Spriggan parang green man na pagan belief sa UK and usually used sa mga architecture. Hi Reyna, parang nahanap ko nga yung green man sa pag-research ko tungkol sa Spriggan. Pero based sa mga nabasa ko, yung green man, yes, ginagamit siya sa architecture niya. Pero mostly yung green man ay parang forest god ng Old English, parang ganon. Na parang emblem siya ng kanilang cycle ng pagkabuhay at pagkamatay. So may mga tao na nag-worship sa kanya para kumanda yung ani, parang bantay siya sa mundo natin at sa mundong hindi nakikita. So kung gusto nyo makita kung ano yung interpretation sa kanya sa contemporary setting, well, contemporary to us now, nagkaroon ng movie na The Green Knight noong 2021. And kung panoorin nyo yung trailer, well, better yung movie, may makakausap siyang parang tao na gawa sa puno. And yun nga daw yung symbolism nila for the green man. So posible nga na yung Spriggan is a representation na maiintindihan ng mga taga-England. Doon lang bumabali yung theory ko minsan na ang entities ay nakikita natin sa kung ano ang perception natin sa kanila. So meaning, kala ko since si Prey ang nakakita, makikita niya parang kapre or tikbalang. Pero yun nga, parang green man or Spriggan yung nakita niya. So baka tinamad si Spriggan, pinakita niya lang kung ano yung kadalasan niyang pinapakita. Hindi ko alam. Ayun, if gusto niyo mag-deep dive sa Green Man, madaming mythology niya online. Basahin niyo na lang, share niyo sa Discord kung ano yung mga discovery niyo kakaiba at matatali natin. Si Yuri naman sabi, parang nakakaingit yung ability niya pero anyway, sa next life na lang. Payapa muna ako sa ordinary life. Oo, Yuri. Di sa sinasabi kong ayoko yung buhay ng mga kaibigan nating sensitive, pero mas okay na ako sa ganitong manhid. At walang bumubulaga sa'yo, di ba? Sa tingin ko kung makarami ka na rin ng mga episode, marirealize mo na mahirap rin talaga ang buhay ng mga sensitive or yung mga open yung kanilang senses or third eye. Si Mona naman sabi, I'm so interested with Olivia's mom and aunt. Historical revisit. Hehe. Hi Mona. Actually, may update episode tayo sa aunt ni Olivia. Abangan nyo sa future episodes. Although wala masyadong nakwento about yung mga visit nila. Tinanong ko pero hindi masyadong na-touch upon yun. Mas iba yung topic. Pero ayun, baka may update sa atin si Olivia soon. Abang na lang tayo. Si Cheryl naman, wala rin daw siya experience sa ibang bansa pero maiba lang daw. Natuloy yung pasyal niya sa Fort Santiago and pag uwi daw nila may nag-doorbell ng 2 a.m. tapos na ulit ng 6 a.m. May sumama daw ata sa kanila. Naku, hopefully okay naman kayo, Cheryl. Nagpagpag ba kayo bago umuwi? Baka dapat may 3 kayong pagpaga na dadaanan pag galing kayo sa Fort Santiago. Baka naman Shopee lang yan o Lazada. Napaaga lang. Si John Ree naman ang sabi, about UFO po sana ma-feature nyo. Hi John Ree, actually di ko sure kung anong first episode yung napakinggan mo or recent listener ka lang. Pero medyo may ilan na rin tayong usapan at interview na may connect sa UFOs, ETs, or intraterrestrial entities. Di natin masabi. Pero pwede mo check itong mga to. Episode 52, Binhi ng Tala. Episode 65, I See Extraterrestrials. Blue Star Prophecy na episode. Episode 100, The Paranormal Investigator. Episode 120, Usapang Aliens. So, hindi ko alam kung napakinggan mo na yung mga yan, pero yan, marami tayong usapan tungkol sa UFO dyan. Feeling ko medyo madami yan, so baka maliwanagan ka sa mga theory at experiences na ibang tao. Si Steven naman sabi, hi sir, maybe I can get in touch with Prey po. I think I need help on my gift. Maybe an advice or tip may help po. Please. Thank you, here's my email. Hindi ko na babasahin yung email pero andyan naman sa ano. Hi Steven, if you want, you can look for her on Facebook. Look for Beyond Senses Tarot Reading Services sa Facebook. I believe you can message her from there. If you have questions about what you're experiencing, you can also try to drop by the podcast Discord server. Maybe there are others who have had the same experiences as you. And you can share them. Baka may insight, baka wala. Si Sky Chrisford naman. Ito talaga si Sky Chrisford. Sabi niya, mahal ko na ata si Olivia. Kay Chris Ford, ang bilis naman. Kaya ka gina-ghost niyan eh. Ang bilis mo ma-fall. Kilalanin mo muna bago ka bumitaw ng mga ganyang mga linya. Ikaw talaga. Si Maiko naman, sabi niya, yung Spriggan yung admins ng UK Spirit FB group. Baka nga, may parang opener questions pa bago siya makalakad-lakad sa area. Eh, no? Pina-approve muna sa admin. Nakakatawa nga yun. Kung siya ang head ng UK Spirit FB group. Joanna naman sabi, more episodes with Olivia please. Haha, interesting mga experiences sa UK. Hi Joanna, again sabihin ko lang, I'm not sure what episodes you've started with, pero madaming episode si Olivia. Siya, mga kaibigan niya, nanay niya, tita niya, madami yan. You can go back sa UK Spirits episode na show notes. All of her past episodes are there. Meron din siyang TikTok. Search niyo yung Beyond Senses sa TikTok. Alam ko, andun din yung link na yun sa UK Spirits episode. Okay, last na for this episode. Si Lay L. Nakakaaliw talaga pag sina JP at Olivia ang guest. Hi Lay L. Actually, si Olivia and si EJ ang lumabas sa episode na yon. Si EJ yung aming kaibigang manhid na may naramdaman nung episode, nung usapan nila. Hindi ko alam saan galing. Baka minsan manhid, minsan hindi. Hindi ko alam. Pero thanks pa rin sa pakikinig, Lay L. Baka next time, yun nga, learning ko dyan, baka next time gawin ko mas clear kung sino yung nagsasalita. So, clear up ko yan next time. Thank you, Lay L, sa insight na yan. Okay, yun na muna ang comments natin for tonight. Medyo napadami. Pero syempre, we cannot end this episode without thanking our paranormal Patreons and coffee supporters. Syempre, Sunny, J, Z, JT, JD, K, B, Justine, Leah, May, Shibune, and Ola. Thank you for all your support. So what is our paranormal Patreon and our coffee support? It's a way to help the podcast. And if you feel you want to support the podcast, you can check out our Patreon and coffee links in the show notes. There are certain tiers in Patreon that give you early access to episodes. Or you get to sit in with some of the interviews real time. So if that's something you want to experience, you can check out the links in the show notes. You can also support in other ways. You can share our podcast on Facebook to your friends, on Twitter. I've seen other people do this and hindi ko lang na-take notes kung sino kayo, pero thank you for sharing the show on Twitter. Or shall we call it now? We call it X. Salamat sa pag-share sa X. Parang sa mapakinggan, no? Pero thank you sa mga nag-share sa different social media platforms. The Paranormal Podcast is engineered and produced by F90 Productions. Again, I would like to thank every one of you, all the listeners, all the people who share their stories, all the spirits who haunt these people, that they are pushed to tell their stories. Sana huwag kayong mga hassle. Sa mga espiritu dyan, huwag naman kayong mga hassle. Marami pa namang kwentong lalabas. So, stop muna kayo, di ba? Pero thank you. Thank you everyone for listening and please stay safe. Postpone muna ang LL portion. Busy lang muna sa work-life balance. ang totoong salarin kung ba't walang LL portion, si EJ tsaka si JP. Alam niyo bakit? Inubos nila oras ko sa Magic. Naglalaro ba kayo? Again, kung may naglalaro dyan ng Magic, nagsimula kami maglaro, and kung gusto nyo mag-join sa online laro, minsan, message nyo lang ako. PM nyo ako. Naghanap kami ng kalaban. Kita kits.